Hey, welcome to a little bit of car therapy again. So I wanted to share today something that encouraged me. I am entering a season of a lot of change, a lot. I've already had a lot of change happen in my life, and there's even more to come. The next most significant thing is that my job is changing, and I'm not super excited about it yet. I'm trying to get that way. I'm trying to convince myself every day that this is going to be good and it's going to be healthy and all the things, but my heart aches. And I don't know about you, if you're going through change and you feel similar. But what I do know is change is a good thing most of the time. It, sometimes does take a little bit to warmly welcome it, but I know that change is inevitable, like it's going to happen. And so today I went with our church staff, to an outing for Christmas, and it was so good, but it was bittersweet for me because it was my last outing with the guys. Our work sister could not make it, but anyway, we had such a good time, fellowshipping and all that. But yeah, it just makes me sad because it's the last time that I'm going to go out with all of them. And the last staff meeting was today. And I know what y'all are thinking, like, girl, you are not going to be sad about missing staff meetings, are you? But the reality is, yes, I will. I love staff meetings. I love the fellowship time that it brings, but I also am an administrator, so I enjoy them. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that I'm going to miss about this change. And so as I'm sitting in the car, having my little time of therapeutic solitude, the Lord is so good because he always just drops little nuggets of sweetness and scripture. And he gave me scripture today that I want to share with you. And it's found in Isaiah 43:19. And it says, this is the prophet Isaiah that has given us a word from the Lord. And he says, "Behold, I am doing something new. Don't you see it? I've already begun." And then he goes on to say, "I'm making a pathway in the wilderness and streams in the desert," or the wasteland. So good. Such a good word. And I think the specific part of that passage that I'm really glad was put in there is the part where it says, "Don't you see it?" And I'm like, no, God, I don't see how all of this is going to work out. I barely see the first step, and much less the ones that are going to follow after that. I don't know how this is going to work out, Lord. And I don't know if you echo that today in your situations, but here's what I do know is that God has begun something. He has started something. And all he asks of us is to take that very first step. And then he'll show us enough for the next step, and then the next one, and then the next one. See, because I think in our human minds, we're just not able to take on all of the, I guess, responsibility or the magnitude of knowing the full plan. And so God gives us what we can handle. He gives us what we need. He gives us enough that we have to trust him, have to stretch our faith and exercise our faith. And so I just want to encourage you today that wherever you find yourself in your season of change, that you, even if you can't see it, that you would be able to trust that God has already started working on your behalf. And so all you have to do is take that first step, and he'll do the rest.